Emergency video, US banks are sitting on $684 billion in unrealized losses. This is 33% of the bank's capital, 6 times more than the worst moment of the subprime crisis in '08. And these losses will become very real in an event of a massive withdrawal of liquidity, which is bank runs. Now, you probably have already seen the bank run last year, which basically collapsed a few really big banks in the US. We're looking at like top 20, top 30 type banks. And here's the thing, almost $1 trillion in unrealized losses. But with the stock market doing so well, what's going on here? People are really wondering, why is it that banks have so many unrealized losses? Well, it's because of the commercial real estate sector. That's a large chunk of it. And let's just dive right in about what's going on. Because even Muddy Waters, one of the most infamous short sellers on Wall Street, these guys make money by shorting companies that they think are vulnerable. And Muddy Waters shorting Blackstone takes a lot of balls. And Muddy Waters is saying that Blackstone Mortgage Trust, they have a lot of bad commercial office loans. And let me give you guys an example about how bad office loans are. I mean, residential real estate is already going down in some of America's biggest cities. Banks are taking fat losses in that department. But the commercial real estate loan, which is what Muddy Waters is trying to short, is losing more money than the worst crypto coin they could find on Coinbase. So check this out. Chicago office tower in the latest deal sells for $4 million. It's half vacant. It's a 12-story building. Now you may be like, hold on a second. Are they doing like a $4 million lease? Like, what's going on here? No, like the whole entire building, all 12 stories, this massive 12-story office building in the Loop in Chicago, which is a good area, sells for a measly $4 million. Yeah, that's right. You heard that right. Sells for just $4 million. Guys, you could go to Manhattan, buy a 2-bedroom, 1,300 square feet condo for $4 million, let alone a whole entire building in the Loop, Chicago. Now, this is very worrisome because this essentially put a lot of buildings around it worthless. The valuation of this building dropped 90%. So what about this building right here on the left-hand corner? It's probably down 90%. What about this building? Probably down 90%. What about that massive building up there? Probably down 90%. What about Chicago real estate? Well, it's probably worthless. And this is what I'm talking about. A lot of these unrealized losses are coming from one of the biggest commercial real estate bubble bursts in human history. We have the rise of remote work, hybrid work, and a lot of startups just simply don't want to go to a lot of these cities. And a lot of the governing of the ultra big cities like Chicago, Seattle, Sacramento, San Francisco, Detroit are not good. It's pretty bad. So you also have the rise of construction booming. Despite commercial real estate being so worthless, for some reason, developers are building more commercial office spaces than ever before. And there's also a massive increase in apartment construction. I think there needs to be something done about this. We are truly overbuilding for no reason. We're building so many homes, apartments, multifamily, retail space, offices, that prices are just dropping. I mean, check out Oakland's Brooklyn Basin. Those guys dropped about 10 to 15% in rent because they overbuilt. And you also look at this, new home construction surged in November of 2023. Single family units were the highest in more than a year. They're just building and building and building. Who are they going to sell these to? We don't know. We don't even know why they're building this many homes. I mean, check out Austin right now. So many freaking new homes are entering the market. Not to mention the amount of retail space that they're building is at an all-time high, despite nobody wanting to rent malls or first-floor shopping centers. It is a bad market, but for some odd reason, they're going all out. And look at these ultra-luxury listings like these. Absolutely beautiful homes here in Austin. Are there enough rich people to buy them? No. I mean, yeah, sure, you have people buying these multi-million-dollar units, but are a lot of them doing it? Absolutely not. If we look at a lot of these units, it's just not great. We're seeing a lot of these plots of lands for commercial use, for residential use, being on the market for a very long time. Some developers are smarter than others. But just remember, one of the most infamous short sellers out there is shorting one of the biggest mortgage trusts in the world with billions of dollars going into that bet. And banks, $684 billion in unrealized losses. That is scary. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you later. And definitely check out the private Discord server, guys, for some really amazing trades. And it's a 7-day free trial. Link below in Patreon. Check us out. We have a lot of traders here. We're all making a lot of money and having a good time.